one side, you've got all of this, and on the other side, you've got all of this. Good morning! It is bright and early today, which means that Piazza del Popolo is pretty empty. As everybody recommends, wake up early here in Rome. But we have a very exciting day coming up. We're actually heading over to Tuscany soon. We are working with City Wonders and we're so excited to be working with them. We're also so excited to be joined by Matt and Jenny. So we have a big, exciting day. It's a long tour. We're so excited to have you join us as well. I said excited 3 times. First of all, there's really good AC on this bus. Second of all, make sure you're early for these tours because our friends are a little bit late. We're holding seats for them. Our guide was like, don't worry, they're almost here. We're waiting for them. We'll get them radios when they get on. So they're really, really accommodating to it, but do not be that person.
If all goes well, we'll be back 12 hours from now.
Stop number 1 is not a historical stop, it's a potty stop, but they have so many samples in this place. Cheesecake almonds, cherry almonds, there's pesto, there's cacio e pepe dip, pesto truffle, or no, truffle pesto. They have a free tasting of different alcohol as well. And we ended up getting some grappa, both for James's brother and for my grandpa. It's very strong and it's used as a digestive after you eat, but my grandpa specifically asked for it. So grandpa, we got you covered. Made it over to stop number 2. We have loved our guide so far. His name's Peter. He's very, very knowledgeable and also very funny, which we love. Something that he taught us is the reason that there's so many sheep's cheese and goat cheese and things like that here is because back in Roman times, they didn't eat cow. It was considered like eating a dog or a cat. This is wild! I'm just going to be hitting you with random facts throughout this video. One of them is that this is the average size of garlic here. It is about the size of my hand. I'd be holding it like this. We heard bells chiming about a minute ago when it hit 11 o'clock and I thought it was coming from this church. Nope, it was coming from this guy up here. He hits the bell every hour on the hour and he's wearing a celebration mask from Naples. We just crossed over into the ancient part of town, which dates back to the 12th century. If you're not as interested in history, or even if you are, this is a fun fact, that New Moon was filmed here. This was a set of the Twilight scene where they go to see the Volturi and Bella's running through the crowd and all that stuff. That happened here. I wish I could relay the smell through video right now because you pass a cafe and you smell the spices, the tomato, all that, and then you pass a place with leather goods and then you smell all the leather. They're giving us an hour to kind of explore how we want. We're heading up the street to a panoramic view, but they kind of start you off with all the history so you know and you respect that, and then you get to be free and kind of do everything you want. As you're walking up the historic street, if you turn left at any point, you find yourself at the craziest panoramic view. It's got the countryside here, and then over here you've actually got the city and everything, and it is exactly what you think of when you picture Italy. I keep hearing a lot of people saying they're surprised in Rome when it doesn't look like this. You gotta come out to the countryside. So obviously the vibes here are immaculate. Street performers on every corner playing really good music. But one thing I will say, all the shops here are beautiful and so fun to look around in, but you're probably not gonna really buy much here unless you have a good amount of money because it is expensive. They're really good quality handmade things, so it makes sense why it is the price that it is, but you know us, we're cheap, we're frugal, so we won't be buying too much, but we will be enjoying everything that we're looking at. There is one thing that is really good pricing or has really good pricing, and that's the food out here. I saw a giant bag of pasta for like €4. There was some truffle infused pasta for like €5, and there's just no way you're getting prices like that, especially for fresh pasta at home. So buy food here, be careful with everything else, just check the prices. So we just walked into the shop and it looked like we were going into a cave. It looked really cool. We found bread in there and a man was just like, hey, if you want to go to the underground city, the entrance is right here. free entrance, and now we are underground looking at a bunch of wine barrels, and it looks like it keeps going down. So I'm very excited to keep exploring. Oh, we don't have very much time until we need to be meeting, but we could probably explore down here for a very long time. So come find this. I was just gonna say, these would make great sleeping pods.
Yeah, okay, we got 6 minutes. Hold on tight.
You said, I wonder how many people died down there. I was scared to fully put you down there, but that's a well that goes super, super deep. The first thing Jenny said when she looked at it was, I wonder how many people died down there.
We're just finding more passages. Oh shit. Ah shit.
Are we lost? It was this one.
We're already down to the last ones on the bus. Oh wow.
Whoa. Where are we? What a great way to end our time here. Now, we're heading back to the bus where we're gonna head over to lunch and wine tasting. I'm usually pretty terrible at explaining wine, so I'm gonna try my best by listening to what other people say. We made it over to the restaurant, and they're very accommodating on this tour, not only for vegetarians like our friends who we're traveling with, but also for nut allergies, for gluten intolerances, for people that don't want to drink. And I think that's really something important to add, because our friends were a little nervous to come on this tour since they are vegetarian. They don't want to pay for food that they're not really going to eat, and they don't have to. They have substitutes. Hi, buddies. It smells so good. I had completely forgotten that we were eating in a medieval bunker. I was just thinking we were getting some lunch, and then I was like, oh, this is like a museum. And then we kept going down and it hit us. Yeah, this is a medieval bunker. So this right here is original from the 2nd century, and it became the symbol for this place. How cool! It's wild to feel this. It's so soft. You can see where they were chiseling in here. We're so excited to be here. We are gonna try so much food today. We're trying 3 types of pecorino, 3 types of salami, ton of different wines. We're gonna have pasta with garlic sauce. They roll all of the pasta by hand, so it's gonna be delicious.
It's actually really good.
Whoa! So this is fruit mixed with red wine, and it's a really good combo.
How you feeling?
Jenny and Matt are very good with wine, so they're teaching me how to find the right notes. She said she tasted strawberry in this rosé, so let's see. She's teaching us that you take a sip, swish it around, keep it in your mouth for a little while, and then you look for the notes.
It tastes like wine.
Yes. We have this bruschetta stuff, and then we have the pecorino cheese. And they do a mix here of salt, red peppers, balsamic, and honey. And this combo, ridiculous.
I haven't even tasted it.
Well, we learned you're supposed to have red wine with meat, probably your salami.
Oops. They keep bringing us wine, and I keep drinking it, so we'll see.
Yes.
Good thoughts, man.
Not even gonna lie, it kind of tastes like SpaghettiOs to me.
I feel like the pasta itself, the best pasta, the sauce,
sauce.
have not quite done it.
Just could use more Parmesan, maybe a little bit of basil, like, you know. But we're also American, so we're just used to the
Yeah, I know. We have
extra fluff, you know.
everything.
Now we're heading down to see all the goats. Pretty sure this is where our cheese came from. Oh, he loved it. Bye, buddy. I think I scared him away. I apologize. This is what we're doing, 6 glasses of wine later.
Literally, find me where the animals are.
We just came back up on the bus from the goats, and we stopped to smell the roses. Literally. This one smells like cherries. This place just feels unreal, and we're so lucky to be here. Back on the bus again, and I just wanted to let you know that our guide has had no idea that we're working with the company and has just done an amazing job. So the experience that we're having is the exact experience that you would be getting as well. There's zero special treatment. We're just like anybody else who booked this tour, and that's always good to know. Stop number 4, we're stopping in the town of Pienza, and while we're looking at the buildings, you can see a lot of scarring from World War II. There is a Duomo that they covered in sandbags, so that is completely untouched, which we're gonna see pretty soon. So we stumbled across this view, and it just keeps going. As we keep walking along this wall, The view is not ending. It's a whole panoramic view. Peter recommended Morlino di Scanzano, which is a wine that he said he doesn't love because it's the cheapest. It's the cheapest because nobody knows about it. And he told us not to tell anybody, so I'm trusting you to not tell anybody. And if you come here, try it out. We stopped in a little cafe and ended up just hanging out with our guide for a little bit. He is so great. We love him. Just walking out to this view is insane. It's something I will never get used to being in Italy. Like, we've been here for almost a month now, and I'm not in this area, but we've been in Italy for almost a month, and you never get used to the beautiful views. But now we're heading over for some gelato. So I went with stracciatella and red apple. What'd you get? Cantici. It's cookies and vin something. It's sweet wine. That's really good. Straight from Gelato, we got back on the bus, and we have one more stop to go on, and then that's it. I don't know, usually tours that are this long, they feel like they're dragging on, or they feel like it's a lot of bus ride or something. This one's been easy, smooth. It's been great. This last stop is just a photo stop at Val D'Orcia. This is a crazy little walk because on one side you've got all of this, and on the other side you've got all of this. 360 views is what they call this. That was our final stop. We're back on the bus, and we're gonna be about 1 hour and 15 until we get back towards town. We're going to stop for some coffee, so we're probably gonna take a nap up until then, and then have some coffee to wake us back up, and then we're back in Rome. I'll see you there. That tour was so much fun. It rained while we were gone, so we got to miss the rain by being in Tuscany, but I would highly recommend this tour. I am gonna link it down below. We're not working with City Wonders on our YouTube at all. We're only working with them on our Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed taking you on that journey with us. I hope that you had fun as well. If you did, I hope you had enough fun to like, subscribe, and please comment. I really wanna talk to you. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you in the next one.